Hey everyone, and welcome to the Conscious Conversion Podcast. I am thrilled to have you here today. Thank you so much for listening, as always. So, I wonder, have you, as an entrepreneur and business owner, have you ever been burned by a marketing agency? Have you ever worked with an ads agency and felt like you were the bottom line for the agency, like you were just a dollar sign for them? Like you just basically gave them thousands of dollars, and after that point, they no longer really cared how things performed or whether you were happy or how you showed up in the news feed. I'm wondering if you've ever felt like that, because I know from experience that a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs have been through that. And this is why I created my agency back in January of 2018. See, before that, I had been working for, not even that long, the better part of a year, for a very rapidly growing agency. When I first started, it was not even an agency yet. It was a very small operation, providing virtual assistance to online businesses and dabbling in Facebook ads and doing a pretty good job of it, but with just a handful of clients. And the woman who headed that agency, well, that virtual assistant company at the time, she hired me to take over ads management to free her up for some other things. And I was really excited. I had dabbled before, but I had never been like full throttle in Facebook and Instagram ads. So I took it on, I took over those client accounts, and I found out pretty quickly that I was really, really good at it and that I absolutely loved it. I remember sitting in yoga class shortly after taking that position and thinking to myself, what is the Facebook ad for this experience right now? What would the headline be? What would the graphic be? What would the copy look like? Who would light up when they saw it? Who would be interested? Who would click? And I realized that I was thinking in Facebook ads, which sounds crazy. I know, it's totally nuts. But I knew that for the moment, at least, I had found my calling. I'm not going to say it's my calling forever, but at that moment, I knew that I had found my calling and what I needed to be doing in the world because I was passionate and good at it. So I started working with those clients, and once it was revealed to that company that I was so kick-ass at it, she started bringing in more clients and more clients and more clients. And so after a few months, I was managing 20 to 30 clients, give or take. And I was working 60 to 80 hours per week. And believe me, when I tell you, I loved the work, but as a single mom, it was crazy. And I learned so much. I learned so much from that experience. And I learned all about targeting. I learned all about messaging. I learned how to work with clients to provide the best possible experience for them. But it was really hard when I knew that the values of that agency were more in line with their own bottom line and signing as many people as possible, no matter whether they were ready for ads, no matter whether they had a message that would convert, no matter if they had an organic audience already that was buying their products. And so, needless to say, after the better part of a year, I was so sort of fed up. And like I said, I'd never anticipated on starting my own agency. Like I was really, really happy to continue sort of being in the background, providing the services. But I learned so much, not only about what to do, but also about what not to do. And I got really, really excited about the prospect of being able to choose my own clients based on their own readiness, how much I was aligned with them and they were aligned with me. Know how much I felt like they were doing sort of global transformation work, because so many clients, so many business owners and entrepreneurs are, whether I felt like they would actually get a solid return on investment after ad spend and after, paying the agency. And, you know, so in January 2018, I took the leap. I started my own agency, Resonate with Sara, and it has been just so freaking amazing ever since then. It's been um, a slow and very aligned growth. I know that whenever I started, I had an intention of strategically and slowly growing my agency from a place of spaciousness and abundance, and really wanting to give myself and the team that I would eventually hire, that I now have, a lot of spaciousness for creativity to flourish and for us to have like extremely genuine relationships with each and every client, so that when their ads showed up in the newsfeed in front of the right people, they were excited and they were energized and they felt really, really good about how they showed up. I've told this story before, but I have clients who sometimes receive their ads, their versions, whenever we're done building them, and get tears in their eyes because it feels so authentic to who they are without them having to actually write anything or create anything for the ads themselves. So I just want to reiterate that clients and customers are not dollar signs. They are human beings with goals, dreams, hopes, and impacts that they want to make in the world. And I know that as an agency owner and founder, that my job is to grow their impact, to amplify their message, get them in front of more people in a way that feels aligned, authentic, and real. And the sales, I mean, that's just going to happen naturally. If you've already got an organic following, and then you've already got an offering that sells to those people that already know you and love you, it's just a matter of having beautifully aligned ads that resonate with your people, getting that into the news feed and getting that in front of your ideal customers and clients. And the magic happens without having to pull teeth. And the return on investment happens without having to be frantic or anxious or freaked out. I won't take clients who are freaking out. If somebody's freaking out, I want them to go back to their organic audience, go back to their offerings, make sure everything is in deep alignment, and then come back to me from a place of trust, spaciousness, alignment, gratitude, all of those beautiful intentions. And know that if all of those things are in alignment, and if they hire us to create the ads that will resonate with their audiences, that the magic will happen. And so that's what we do at Resonate with Sara. There's a little bit about my background there. There's so much more I can share, and I'll leave that for another episode. Thank you so much for listening.